Hi everybody, hope you're doing okay. We're going to learn a new topic called average rate of change today. It is in your Unit 9 notes packet. It's lesson 9-4 if you have that from when we were in school. If you don't, there's a copy on the Canvas assignment and you can just print it out or follow along and not print it out at all. Okay, so we are going to talk about the average rate of change. So the average rate of change, I'm just going to skip to the important stuff here, is the slope of the line segment connecting 2 points on a parabola, or 2 points on any graph. Okay, so we've done average rate of change before for a line. Average rate of change for a line is the slope. It's pretty much the same thing when we're talking about a parabola. Since the average rate of change is the slope of the line segment connecting 2 points on the parabola, every time you see average rate of change, whether we're talking about a line or a parabola or even a different type of graph, it's the slope. So we're going to use our slope formula. So if you know the slope formula, you're in luck because that's the average rate of change formula. Same thing, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let's get right to it. So when we're asked to find the average rate of change, remember that just means the slope. So that's my formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That means I need two ordered pairs. I need an x and a y and another x and a y. So they're telling me they want me to do it from when x is -1 to when x is 2. Okay, well, when x is -1, what is the y? We need to look. When x is -1, here's the y is 8. So the first ordered pair that I need to think about is -1, 8. Okay, what about when x is 2? When x is 2, the y is -1. So the second ordered pair I need to think about is 2, -1. All right, so now we have our two ordered pairs. Maybe we should label them. x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so y2 minus y1, well, that's -1 minus 8 over x2 minus x1. That's 2 minus -1. Okay, you can put that all right into your calculator. Just make a fraction and put it right in. And the average rate of change is -3. Okay, let's look at the same graph, just a different question. Now we want the average rate of change for the interval 2 to 4. It's going to be a different answer. So let's see. Remember, average rate of change, we're going to use that same formula, the slope, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So they're talking about when x is 2 to when x is 4. All right, so when x is 2, we know that y is -1. And when x is 4, let's look what y is. Well, y is 3. Okay. So let's label x1, y1, x2, y2. All right, so let's use our slope formula. So y2 minus y1, 3 minus -1, over x2 minus x1, 4 minus 2. Put that all into your calculator and you get that the average rate of change is 2. Okay. Next question, they're asking us to do the same thing. They're asking us for average rate of change. Okay, so y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So again, I always need two ordered pairs to do average rate of change. Well, I know I have x is -3 and I have x is -1. Okay, now I kind of like these. These are actually my favorite because I think they're the easiest. They give you a table. So when x is -3, well, what is y? When x is -3, y is 3. Okay. And when x is -1, oh, y is also 3. All right. So let's label our x1, y1, x2, y2. Alrighty. So y2 minus y1, 3 minus 3, over negative 1 minus negative 3. Okay. I get 0. The average rate of change here is 0. Let's look at the next one. Find the average rate of change between f of negative 4 and f of 1 in this function. Okay, so hopefully some things you remember about function notation. This is my x value, and this is also my x value. So I know I have negative 4 as one of my x's and 1 as the other x. What I recommend you do, take out your calculator, put this right into your y1 to get the table for x squared plus 2x minus 8. Plug it into your y1 and look at the table. Okay, I'm going to draw it on the side here. So when I look at the table, negative 4 is 0. I don't need these, but I'm just going to fill it in so you can kind of see. Negative 3 is negative 5. Negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 1, negative 9. 0 is 8. And 1 is negative 5. Okay, so I'm interested in negative 4, and I am interested in 1. So when x is negative 4, y is 0. And when x is 1, y is negative 5. x1, y1, x2, y2. So negative 5 minus 0 over 1 minus negative 4. Pop that into your calculator and you get negative 1.